Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I just bought the dip. I'll tell you what I bought this morning. I'm not telling you what to buy, but I'll tell you what I bought. I bought Algorand because I've been accumulating some Algorand, and I bought, it had dipped, I think it had dipped down below, let me see. Yeah, it dipped down below $1, so I decided I would scoop some up and get paid 6%. Okay, market's at 1.4 and almost a half trillion. I wanted to play you. This guy sums it up. I forgot this guy's name. Maybe Greg. Is it Marinaro or something? He's a social media guy, but he says some smart things, and this is one of those cases. This is from Goop. All right, listen to this.
Biden's just going with it too. Again. The presidents, kings, queens, monarchs, dictators do not run the world. It's all the banks. The banks run it all. Stand in front of the New York Stock Exchange and just look up at that building, and you'll understand that the markets, the banks, the financial markets, that's it. That's what runs it all. Once you understand that, the freak show, the Pelosi freak show, the Biden freak show, Trump freak show, it all doesn't matter to you anymore. You'll understand where you are. Again, most people don't even know who they are. They walk through time and space oblivious to everything that's going on. They're being brainwashed by the mainstream media, brainwashed by the financial channels. They don't know what's going on. People have no clue. They don't know anything. By design, they're dumbed down. Most people are dumbed down, not you. If you're here, again, you are one of the elite. I don't care what your net worth is. That's the truth. All right, so with that said, in summary, we have cryptocurrencies taking a hit across the board. To me, it's a buying opportunity. All right, you think of how you want to play it. You don't want to touch it. That's fine. It's all good. Stock market needs to drop. Okay, that's my opinion too. It's gone straight up here. No asset class, no set of assets. Go straight up without a pullback, establishing a new floor, and then moving higher. With regard to metals, people, you know what to do. You know what to do. Central banks are going to inflate. Inflate beyond your wildest imagination. That's
okay. I thought that was a great clip. I wanted you to see. Also, this is from Oracle. Sent me this. Now, when this thing came out on the Bitfinex Tether thing, the way that the articles were all written was like, oh, there's a settlement and there's nothing to see here. Well, then this came out. This guy brought this to my attention. Attorney General James ends virtual currency trading platform Bitfinex's illegal activities in New York. And look at this. This is a quote from the Attorney General. Listen to this. Bitfinex and Tether recklessly and unlawfully covered up massive financial losses to keep their scheme going and protect their bottom line, says Attorney General James. Tether's claims that its virtual currency was fully backed by U.S. dollars at all times was a lie. These companies obscured the true risk investors faced and were operated by unlicensed and unregulated individuals and entities dealing in the darkest corners of the financial system. This resolution makes clear that those trading virtual currencies in New York State who think they can avoid our laws cannot and will not. Last week, we sued to shut down CoinSeed for its fraudulent conduct. This week, we're taking action to end Bitfinex and Tether's illegal activities in New York. These legal actions send a clear message that we will stand up to corporate greed, whether it comes out of a traditional bank, a virtual currency trading platform, or any other type of financial institution. Man, those are not my words. Those are the Attorney General of New York's words. Wow. Okay, listen to this. This is Michael Saylor doing his rounds on Squawk Box.
Hey, Michael, I read a really interesting piece yesterday, just in terms of how we might be looking at this a little bit wrong. Those of us who follow stocks and know about reversions to the mean, that this is different because the mean that you're going to be reverting to is constantly growing. It's happening as all of these new companies, new investors are kind of buying into that. So the mean itself, the line is one that's moving pretty sharply higher. You agree with that theory?
The most important thing to understand about Bitcoin is a bank in cyberspace for people that don't have the ability to run their own hedge fund. It's not a stock. It's an asset class. And so, if I put $1 billion into a bank and then came back a year later and I put another $10 billion in the bank is not overvalued by a factor of 10. The bank is just 10 times bigger. People are using Bitcoin to store their monetary energy for the long term. And so the price is a reflection of the monetary energy in this bank in cyberspace.
Okay. And then they had another clip from him on Squawk Box. Listen to this.
Joined now by a CEO whose company just completed $1 billion debt offering in order to buy more of it. Michael Saylor is the chairman and CEO of MicroStrategy and well known to the hodlers. Michael, it's good to see you. Before we get started, I was thinking about some of these other people that have, like your company, decided on Bitcoin for how they want to be paid. And I read what Russell Okung, the former Seattle Seahawks player, he took half of his salary, $13 million in December. He took in Bitcoin. Initially, and at 56,000, the half was worth as much as the whole, and he became about the highest paid NFL player. But listen to what he said, why he did it. When we are all paid in Bitcoin, no one can tell us what to do with the value we create. In a post-fiat world, you won't have to worry about your labor and your time being stolen. And I just love that the NFL player was speaking in those terms, and that's probably similar to your sentiments, I guess, on what Bitcoin represents.
Bitcoin's not for spending. It's not really a currency, so sometimes people get confused, like the Janet Yellen quote. They're thinking they're going to move it around in order to pay for coffee. Bitcoin is for saving. Bitcoin's got a compound annual growth rate nearly 200% for the past decade. And so if you want to save your money for the next decade, it's logical to do one
Save it because you can't do anything else with it.
Transaction. Put all your money in Bitcoin and wait for a decade and wait for it to go up. And that's what Russell understands. And everyone that's buying Bitcoin right now is doing it for the same exact reason.
Okay. Next, Free American Spirit sent me this. Hester Pierce posted on Twitter some thoughts on regulating in the digital economy. And she just happens to put 2 rocket ships. That looks like Stellar's old logo. It says atomic trading, and she's basically got a whole write-up here. I'm not going to go through all of it, but more or less, she's pro this new digital economy. And so I retweeted it and said, look at that, with an arrow at the rocket ships. Seems kind of hypey to me. I don't know about you. But also, next I wanted to show you something. I haven't shown this in a while. Many of you are new to this space. When you buy digital assets, you have really 2 choices. You can either keep it on an exchange that is susceptible to being hacked. These exchanges have been hacked a lot of times. Or you can use a hard wallet. I use one of these hard wallets, Ledger Nano S, and you can get an S or an X. X has Bluetooth, but the S is cheap. It's $59, and then the X is $119. I have a link in the description of this video where you can go and get one of these. And basically, you can store your XRP or your Bitcoin or most digital assets that you're buying, and then you're in control of your keys. So I'll put this at the top of the description. I'm also going to put this because I got some news here. Unstoppable Domains, which is like, I compare it to, it's like getting an email address but for money. This is like, Unstoppable Domains, I believe, is becoming like GoDaddy, but it's going to be GoDaddy. Instead of .coms, it's .cryptos. You can get a .crypto address for the movement of your digital assets. And you can create a decentralized website with your .crypto. That means nobody can take it down. I want to listen to the press release that they had put out. It says, we just announced that .crypto domains now resolve in the browser of your choice, including Chrome, Firefox, and Brave, thanks to Cloudflare's DNS over HTTPS update. What does this mean? Decentralized websites can be accessed by billions of internet users anywhere in the world with a single settings change. This is the first time Unstoppable Domains is receiving support from a major DNS provider, Cloudflare. Now, I've bought myself about 6 of these .crypto domains. I even have digitalassetinvestor.crypto. Like that one. So anyway, go. That'll be right there in the top of my description as well. Click on it and go get. These things are like $40, and I always compare them to the .com days when people, they thought about it, they got the right name, and they went and bought a .com, and some of them, I mean, some of these things sold for as much as $40 million if you got the right name. Craziness. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that Unstoppable Domains has some cool .crypto domains. You just type in an idea you have for a .crypto, and you can get one for about $40. Thanks for listening.